the school year nearing an end, it's almost time for the class of 2018 to get their diplomas, throw their caps in the air, and throw a fabulous grad party. Hi, Facebook Live friends. I'm Megan Riggs, and here with me today is Chef Evelyn Milliot, our Raley's Manager of Culinary Innovation. We are here in our test kitchen inside our West Sacramento Raley's Support Center, and we are going to share with you some of the amazing offerings that Raley's Catering has to offer to make the perfect grad party. We're very excited about this. Whether you're celebrating your favorite kindergarten or college grad, however you eat, we have you covered. Now, a few notes before we dive into all of this goodness. Be sure you all stick around for the whole show. One lucky viewer will have the chance to win a $25 gift card valid at Raley's Bel Air and Nob Hill if you can properly answer a trivia question based on what we are covering today. So it's catering trivia, if you will. So stay tuned and you just might win. Also, as a reminder, we're live. So if you have any questions, send them our way and we will do our best to get to as many as we can. We love hearing from you, so please don't be shy. All right, Chef Evelyn, what do our graduates have to look forward to?
Okay. Our graduates have lots of choices, whether it's appetizers, entree, desserts, or all of the above. What we're going to start off with today is one of my favorites. It's an artisan cheese tray. It comes with fruits and cheeses and also comes with a package of Monet crackers because those go really well with the cheese. Now on this cheese tray we have 5 different cheeses. We've got a Jarlsberg cheese. That's one of my favorites. It's a Swiss style cheese. And then moving over to a cheddar that's a Kerrygold. The one thing that is notable about the Kerrygold is that they are grass-fed cows, so they produce really high quality milk. And then we have a brie, because you can't have a cheese tray without a brie, I think, anyway.
Absolutely.
And then we moved on to a smoked cheese. That's a smoked Gouda. And our last is a Purano cheese. If you're not familiar with the Purano, that's more of a firm cheese. Not quite hard as a Parmesan, but definitely firmer than a cheddar cheese would be. And you can see that it has some fresh fruits with berries, and also what goes really well with cheese is some nuts and dried fruits as well.
Fabulous. All very thoughtfully paired. Thank you so much. What do we have next?
Okay, now we have another tray that also serves 8 to 10 people, and this is a fabulous variety. It's an Apostille Tray. So this is kind of like a tray that you pick a little bit here and a little bit there, and you have big bursts of flavor. So you have olives in the center. Those are stuffed with garlic. And then you go on to some veggies, which are artichokes, fabulous, on an Apostille Tray. Some roasted red bell peppers and pepperoncinis. Those have that tiny little bite and that tiny little spice to them. And tomatoes, and that's as far as the veggies go. And then you've got cheeses and fruits as well. So we have a provolone cheese, and we've also got some cured meats. So we have a mortadello, which it looks like a bologna with a little bit of fat in it, but it's actually a really high quality cured meat. And then we have prosciutto, which has got a little bit of salt to it, but a fabulous meat to eat, and your salami. We also have another cheese on here, and this is a rotella, which you have your prosciutto and your mozzarella wrapped together.
So beautiful.
And different types of salami as well. So this, again, will feed 8 to 10 people.
Excellent. What do we have for our veggie lovers out there?
Veggie lovers, we want to take care of those as well. And we want to make sure that people eat their veggies, so we put that out as an offering. This is a veggie tray. It's real. You have all, I want to say basic, but really you have all the veggies that a veggie lover would want. Your snap peas, bell peppers, cauliflower, broccolis, mushrooms, etc. And it also comes with a ranch dip. So this one would feed more people and say about 18 to 20 people.
Excellent. It looks like a very robust offering. So the other trays we covered, how many people do you think those would feed?
The first 2 that we talked about, those are going to feed 8 to 10 people, and this one more like 20 people.
Excellent. Thank you. All right, what do you have next for us?
Another appetizer type tray that we have, and this is one of our most popular. We call it a spinach dipper, but what it has is a sourdough bread, and inside it is filled, as you can see, with spinach dip. It comes with some veggies as well and some bread. So you dip with the bread, and then you can dip with the veggies, depending on what you like at the time. If you're eating more of the carbs and the breads, or if you want to go a little bit lighter with the vegetables, you have those choices as well.
That's great. And you could probably...
This one's going to feed an 8 to 10 people.
Okay.
But what I haven't mentioned, this one also comes in a smaller tray. So if you want for 4 to 6 people, this one comes in a smaller. And the antipasta that we saw earlier, that one comes in a smaller tray. So you have a couple of different sizes to choose from.
That's really great. We also want to take a minute and say hi to Jen. Thank you so much for joining us for our Facebook Live today. We're glad that you were with us. So we've just covered some really great appetizer options, a little bit of something for everyone, whether you are a cheese lover, you like a good antipasta, or definitely into the veggies. But what if I want to bring more of a main course to the party? Okay. What do you have for us?
One that's kind of can go as appetizer and main course to fill up those tummies after graduation is our Rattray. Now, our Rattray has a lavash wrap. That's the cracker that we have on the outside of it. And it's traditionally served with a ham, a turkey, and a roast beef. So those are the 3 meats that come on here. And those are wrapped and rolled and cut. They've got artichokes in them. They've got black peppers in them. They've got spinach as well. And then they have this great garlic cream cheese that's spread on the bread before it's all rolled up. So they're quite flavorful.
That sounds delicious. Now, let's say we don't have a lot of roast beef lovers in the family. Can you customize what goes inside of these?
Yeah, sure. If you just want turkey, all turkey, or turkey and ham, you can do that. And then we can also make them vegetarian. So if you want, say, half turkey and half vegetable, we can do that as well. So there's choices for varying what we have on here.
Excellent. And this looks like it could serve quite the army. How many does this serve?
This is going to be a 12 to 14 people tray. We also have our gourmet sandwich tray. So if you want some more choices for sandwiches, we have those as well. And of course, meat and cheese trays. We have a variety of sizes for those as well.
Excellent. So this tray looks new, something different than what we're used to seeing. Can you talk to us a little bit about our new catering trays?
Our new catering trays, we went away from the black look. We went something fresh and new, so we went from the white. They're more of a square and rectangular shapes, which are kind of fun, rather than round, which you see very often. And then also it's a really heavy-duty tray so that you don't have to worry about them wobbling when you move them from one table to the next. Plus, you could also reuse them. So
that's wonderful. And I could walk into the party looking like I spent all day making this on such a beautiful tray.
That's right. You don't have to tell anybody.
Secret safe, right?
Yeah.
Excellent. Excellent. All right. Great question from one of our viewers. Jen wants to know if any of these wraps can be done for a vegan. Any vegan offerings?
We can do these as a vegan. The only thing, if you do a vegetarian style, we would just leave off the cheese and the cream cheese on it.
Excellent.
And then we could have a mayonnaise that we offer that doesn't have egg in it. So you
or
could
hummus,
use that
perhaps? Great. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're going to move on to, I think, everyone's favorite part of a party, which would be dessert. And there are some beautiful offerings over here, so I'm very excited to dive into those. But before we do, we also have Simone watching. So thank you, Simone, for joining us today.
Simone.
We hope something is catching your eye. All right, so let's start with dessert.
Okay. One of my favorite, again, chocolate. Many people's favorite is chocolate. Don't worry, we'll get to the offerings that don't have chocolate.
Excellent, okay.
This is a chocolate truffle cake. It's new to our cake line. And this is chocolate with more chocolate. So we have a chocolate cake, and then we have a chocolate mousse inside, and then it's draped with the chocolate glaze, and then we put chocolate shavings on the outside of it. So if you're a chocolate lover, then this is the type of cake that you want.
That is absolutely beautiful. Now this looks like something that might need to be kept in the refrigerator, correct?
Yes, I suggest, especially when the weather gets warmer, we get close to summer, that you do keep them in the refrigerator until you're ready to serve them.
We can pull this out and be the star of the show. That sounds fantastic.
Some of the cakes that you're going to see us showing here is graduations have really been traditionally, you have one big cake and everybody eats the same cake. But now people, they want more variety. So what a lot of folks have been doing is doing a few different types of desserts and having more of a dessert buffet with smaller size cakes. So that's kind of a fun thing that you can do.
We love that idea. So what would you have paired with this cake if you were to create a dessert bar?
Okay, we'll move on to one more that is not a chocolate. And this is a lemon cake that has lemon custard and lemon curd inside, lemon custard curd and a mousse as well. So it's really light, it's got a white cake, and so you want something refreshing for the summertime rather than the heavier chocolate. And there are some people that aren't chocolate fans, so we have to take care of those as well. So this is a nice light cake that you can add to your buffet.
That's gorgeous.
Can I move back to chocolate again?
We can definitely go back to chocolate. Absolutely.
Okay. So the first one was a chocolate truffle cake. This one is a Truffle Royale.
Oh my. Tell us more.
Yes, you need to know. What else is inside that cake? This is actually like a double mousse. So you have a dark chocolate mousse and then a white chocolate mousse. So it's really a lighter chocolate cake. It's not that real heavy cake. And you've got the two different types of chocolate plus the dark chocolate glaze on the outside and then white chocolate shavings. Now, this one is one of the smaller 8-inch size cakes, and this one's going for, the smaller cakes are going for a $19.99 price point, where the larger one that you saw at first, that was a $26.99.
Excellent. Okay, thank you. What is next?
Is different, right? This one's not the traditional cake that you see, but it's really delicious once you taste into it. It's a butter cookie cake.
Oh my.
Okay. So what is butter cookie? If you've ever had the little Biscoff cookies that got some cinnamon in them, you eat those with coffee, right? And then Biscoff came up, they created it's like a peanut butter, but it's cookie butter. So they whip that up and make a cookie butter. So you have a combination of both of those on here. You have the cookie butter cake, and then the cake crumbs around, and then that's mixed in with the layers of the cake inside. So it's got that flavor throughout. It looks kind of very different from what you've ever tried before, but this is one of those cakes where people taste it and they're like, wow, this is delicious. We didn't know what it's going to taste like. Lemon, you kind of have a good idea. Chocolate, you kind of have a good idea. But this one, you're not really sure. But when you bite into it, it's well worth the calories.
It's a memorable cake, right? Yes. Definitely be the hostess with the mostess if you serve this. And what's that? That is beautiful.
This is an Italian rum cake. All these cakes that I'm showing to you, we've just added to our cake line. You'll find those out in the stores. This has layers of a white sponge cake. And then it's actually white vanilla, right? And then they put some rum in there for flavoring. And then also it's got a white and a chocolate mousse inside. And then, of course, you've got the cream on the outside with almonds. So this is another, if you don't want the chocolate, if you don't want the lemon, we have something to offer you that's a nice light cake as well.
Excellent. It pairs well with a little coffee at the end of the evening, right?
Absolutely.
So let's say we have viewers or your family, they're not big fans of cake, which is crazy. Oh. But I know we have to have some, we have to have some great offerings for those folks as well. So if we're not going to go for a cake, what options do you have for us?
We have these little cutie pies over here. Oh. I call them cutie pies. They don't call them that at the store because I think they're adorable. So we have these little dessert cups, okay? So if you don't want your cake, you can have these little dessert cake cups instead, or imagine just how you could have these different size cakes, different layers, different colors, and then you add these little cake cups to them around the table. This one is a trio mousse, so you've got a dark one, a light chocolate mousse, and then a white chocolate mousse, and of course you have the whipped cream and the chocolate sprinkles on top. This one is a raspberry cream. You can see that light color. You've got tiny bit of cake on the bottom there, a little chocolate cake, and then your nice fresh fruit on top. And then this is Boston cream.
Oh,
Boston cream, see, out of all of these, this would be my favorite for little cups.
Okay.
It reminds me of my childhood because one of my best friends and I, when we were growing up, we used to make Boston cream pies, which are not really pies, you know, they're more of a cake. This has a tiny layer of cake plus your custard, and then you've got your chocolate on top as well as the whipped cream.
Those are so beautiful, and I think a really nice alternative to what we might think of a traditional graduation party or a party dessert in general. So we love that. We have a new question come through. Can any of these be made dairy-free?
These don't come dairy-free.
Okay.
Unfortunately, they do have dairy in all of them.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we could probably work with our bakers. If that did come up and you had questions, we could definitely help you guys find the perfect dairy-free option dessert for your graduation party. So don't worry. Again, however you eat, we have you covered. So please don't fret. Let's say I want a customizable dessert. I want to say congratulations to my grad, whatever it might be. Can you customize our cakes?
Yeah, well, what we have that's customized on our cake line is our quarter sheet cakes, our half sheet cakes, and our full sheet cakes. We haven't mentioned those yet, but they're available at the store. They're a very popular option, and they start at $16.99. And then you can move up to, that's your basic cake, and then you can move up where you can get a photo cake. You bring a photo of your graduate or a photo of a group of friends as graduates and have that put on the cake, and then that's called the works, and then you get a filling as well, your choice of filling.
Okay.
So, and you can build those. You have different sizes. And then also, until June 19th, we're going to have $10 off of any of those cakes that are of $39.99 or higher price point. So you get a deal with those.
Now, is that only the customizable cakes or all of the cakes over that price point?
Any of the cakes that are over that price point. The ones that we've seen today are not over the $34.99. So you're really looking at your larger cakes.
The larger cakes. That is wonderful. Now, if you want to order, most of these do require a minimum of a day's notice, right? Which is pretty fantastic.
Correct, yes.
Okay. So you can make up your mind the day before and place your order. Not a problem at all. You can learn more about placing your order and the offerings by going to raleys.com/order, or we always invite you to stop by and visit your local stores, fresh deli and bakery, to place your order, ask questions, or get any kind of party guidance that you need. All right, it is trivia time.
Trivia time.
Trivia time, it's our favorite time. So
that means you get a chance to win money, right? Oh, not Mike.
A gift card to go purchase one of these fabulous offerings that we have today. Okay, so get ready, because if you want to win a $25 gift card, now is the time. The first viewer to submit the proper answer to our question wins, so be fast about it. Today's big trivia question, graduation party catering trivia. What are the 3 types of meats that come in the gourmet wrap tray? Now, while we wait for the answer, we're going to remind you all to stay up to date on all things Raley's, Bel Air, and Nob Hill by following us at Raley's on all of our social media handles, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. We are everywhere. We're here for you to help. So please don't forget to do that. Also, we want to remind you that if you, which we hope you do, happen to use our Raley's catering for all your party needs this summer, be sure to share a photo on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, and tag Raley's, and there just might be a fun surprise headed your way.
We love to see those photos.
We sure do. We sure do. So looks like we have a winner. Congratulations, Lindsay. You are the winner. You've correctly answered that the 3 meats that come in the gourmet wrap tray are
ham, turkey, and roast beef.
Congratulations. All right, so stay tuned, Lindsay. Someone will be reaching out to you directly to coordinate the delivery of your gift card. We thank you for joining us so much. Well, that's our show for today. Chef Evelyn, thank you so much, as always, for your insight and sharing your best and favorite offerings with us. We could not do it without you. And thank you so much to our viewers. We had Gary, Melissa, Nancy, Diane, and Carol all tune in today. We hope that you enjoyed as well. For Raley's and Chef Evelyn, I'm Megan
Thank
Riggs.
you.
Thank you for joining us, and happy graduation and party season to you all.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. And don't forget, however you eat, we have you covered.